know that I am live on Twitch, and then we're good. It shouldn't be too small, Bossy. It must be that the spot just isn't great at the moment. Yo, what's up, Tom? Welcome back, Bam, Swag Life. How's it going, folks? Canadian Way, good to see you again. All right, I'm gonna go grab my coffee. Can I safely do this, or am I gonna run up onto the island? Where's the wind coming from? It's pushing us. It's actually very calm. All right, I'll be right back. We run aground. Oh, we're perfect, guys. This is awesome. Oh, perfect timing. Wow. Terrific. Ooh. So how's everyone doing today? Yo, Cassavir, how's it going? Thank you for all of your helpful information last night. I really appreciate it. Sneaky, welcome back. What's up, my dog? Zess, good morning to you. And Ranix, hello as well. Whew. So we're going to start off. We're going to start off at 34, trying to get small stuff, and then we'll do a little bit of jigging overnight. Small stuff until our happy hour's over, and then we're going to go to 80 and see if we can join the wolf fish fun that's happening down at 80 right now. Oh, you're getting ready for a WoW raid? Nice. Oh, nice one, Evil Jock. Trophy is sorry. Heck yeah, man. Let's do it. All right, there it is. We're jumping in. So with this setup on, we're gonna stop it at 20 meters and just perk until we get small fish, and then once it's nighttime, we'll go to the bottom. Thank you so much, Bam. I really appreciate that. That means a lot. Hopefully I'll be on in a couple hours. Yeah, we'll see. Got Troph Dutch in Netherlands this morning. Oh, nice. Yeah, I got a couple nice Dutch perch. That's the last place I was fishing when I stopped last night. So that's cool. Amber was good 1 hour ago. Let's see, 398. Oh, that is good. Yeah, that's very good. What's up, Dan? 2 trophies in 10 minutes at 72. Oh, wow. Nice. What's up, Kinder? Sorry to hear you've had a rough week. Yeah, this looks great so far. Dang it, I did that so fast. We didn't get to see it, but we just got a point. So we're at 97.2 now. So far, so good, though. We've gotten a point already. That is a good start. And, of course, it was on a safe, not even the what we expected it to be on. There's a nice mackerel. Things are looking good right here. Sorry, I'm trying to get golf on the TV so that Mrs. M Dog has something to be entertained by. The Wyndham Championship is on today. All right. That has been taken care of. So, why is it doing that? All right, remind me, Dan. Remind me your setup, and after overnight, or even at overnight, I'll move and try what you're doing for the second part of my happy hour. Failed Q says Gummy 6002 works. What are you catching on it, Failed? Goodness, the bite rate right now is insane. We have 6 fish in a minute and a half. This is like so good. We've already gotten a point in marine skill. Haddock pollock. Oh, that's nice. Ooh, that's really good. Okay. Well, at nighttime, I've got my nighttime set up, so I'll switch to that at nighttime. Or I'll try that at nighttime. We've got about another hour and a half in game before we need to switch to our nighttime setup. Bam's catching squids, bluefin, tuna, some nice fish at 55 unmarked. Nice. That's awesome. I think I'm going to start off at 80 today. I'm just hearing reports from several people that 80's been good. We'll see. Oh, I don't know. Maybe we should try Dan's spot after this, because if we're really going for that Sori order, it just depends on if Sori are active over there where he is. This Sori order is going to be tough, though. Chances are we won't get it. What is it, over 300 grams or something? RF4 Discord? Okay. Let me see real quick. Oh, the bite rate is so good I almost can't look. Whew. Okay, RF4 Discord. Is it trophies? Is that where you put it? Oh, okay. Hey, it's a spiny. I love when spinies come up to the top like that. It's always cool. Wait. I don't see it, Dan. What's up, Mui? How's it going, Mui? Hey, Python. 279, that's a nice one, but even that's not big enough. 55 is hake infested waters. There is a hake order right now if you didn't know that. Glad to hear it, Moy. All right, so that's 4 at 374. I'm sure we have 0 at 374 right now. Yeah, those are just big sorry to get 4 like that. Not that it's not possible, but you might have to like stay at it longer than 1 happy hour. 5 hakes and 1 cod in 15 minutes. What's up, wingers? I'm like, we must have drifted or something. Yeah. We have drifted. We've gotten 0.1% in the last 8 minutes. The second Saith gave us a 0.1%. So we're at 97.2. Pollock. We're almost getting 2 fish a minute. Which is kind of what you want on these happy hours where you're trying to get marine skill. Oh, nice, Junior Mall. Trophy perch. It's almost time to go nighttime. All right, let's switch. We're still catching good fish, but let's don't go till it's completely dead. All right, so we're gonna try the. I don't know if I have the 6002. Oh, I do have the 6002. Okay, perfect. Green Flora. Let's go. All right, so now we're going for the bottom. 3.6 chub, nice. We could just let it sit in the bottom and would probably get bites like that, but I think we want to do perking and see what that catches, if possible. 17 silver chub. Haddock. And right now we've got haddock order 3, but they need to be 1.5. Pollock order, we already have that, I think. Trophy eel pout, I assume that's trophy size, 1.09. Yeah, it is, because look how much time's on the order. European hake. Lots of doable orders right now, according to how long we stay in this spot fishing. Good burbot spot on Belaya. If you look back at VK, you wouldn't have to go far if you pull up just the Belaya spots. It's not that long ago people were catching burbot at Belaya. I don't have it off the top of my head, but it wouldn't be hard to find. It's a little cod. Yeah, that's always disappointing, Dan. It's basically like, I think I remember it's like 60 meters out. I mean, it's basically from that main camp area, 60 meters towards the deep spot, you know, on the side where you do all the ultralight fishing. That's where people typically catch burbot at Belaya. I just don't know the exact spot, you know, that kind of thing without looking on VK. All right, there's a haddock. There's a haddock that falls into the right size. It's actually a little big, but a late night safe or pollock, could be a pollock. We should see if any of the fish we've caught so far were actually on the gummy. Saith was on foam rubber fish, haddock, foam rubber fish, foam rubber fish. The foam rubber fish 03, there's the first one on gummy, so small haddock. Foam rubber fish on 3, I guess, catches fish so fast, it's almost hard for your drop shot or other stuff to actually work. I think this is where the 10 is on Belaya when you open up map. Red flag needs to touch you. You cast 6 meter hole at the end, close to the mountains. Yeah, that sounds right. That sounds right. What's up, Javon? Welcome back. Oh, interesting. I guess it could just be a safe since it was still sort of dropping at the end there, but it was in the bottom layer, still settling when it hit. I'm at 30. I'm at 34. Is 41 good too, Royal? I haven't fished 41 in a little while. I'm at 34 right now. Oh, that's nice, Zigga. I love to hear that, and I really want to try that myself more often. I mean, if you make 600 in an hour, you might as well say you made 700 because you didn't pay for the boat ticket, right? Yeah, that's where I'm headed. I'm headed to 80 as well after I do happy hour. 4 new flies for big chubs. That's cool. Another spiny. I guess it's still possible to catch them. I don't get eel pouts here very much anymore. You know, for a while there, at least for me, like 34 was just slamming with eel pouts, but it's chilled. Messing with Hallies. Xfinity stream. Have you done it like this before? It'll probably be at the bottom, like recent channel. Nice. Thank you. Really? Where did you get that, Gray Fox? That is awesome. I bet that... Alright, that hake is too small. I bet that was worth a lot of silver. Hallie's custom cods at 80. What about wolf? Are you not catching wolffish? A lot of people are getting trophy wolffish right now at 80. You got it at the 75. Interesting. Always good to see a poor beagle. Beagles are in the 80? Yeah, for sure. That's what I'm hearing. I'm going to try the squid stuff down there first, but then I'll probably switch to giant silicone a little bit too. Even though it'll probably be slower. Sometimes it's just fun to like focus on the bigger fish. And the whiting. That's cool, Royal. Maybe this will be eel pout. First one of the day. Something small. Nope. What was that on? Rubberfish. Let's see. Trying to decide what time we want to switch back to small stuff. Yes. My big anglers have all been up at 75, but that's just where they were hot when I first started fishing with those giant silicone lures. There's probably, I mean, I'm not saying that's, obviously that's not the only place to get them. Coffee tastes so weird.
Why?
I don't know. Maybe it had to do with what I had just eaten. I don't know.
Are you gonna start over?
No. I'm almost done. It's fine. What size liter did you have on this time, Royal? $84? Man, I have just been so lucky, I guess. Bear Lake is, I mean, I don't know. I haven't fished Bear Lake recently, but it can be very temperamental. You can have really good hours and then really slow hours. And I mean, I love fishing at Bear, but it does require a certain amount of patience. And it also, like I said, it can change quickly. Gardus, thanks for the cheer. I appreciate it. Your next session at Bear could be like totally different, you know? It's just weird like that. It's all about that bite rate. If the bite rate starts to slow down, carp aren't worth enough to sustain. Like it just, you know, it's not. It's harder when it starts to slow down. You really, for carp, you need either really big carp or a really good bite rate. Yeah, I don't know if I would rely on Bear for a silver farm. It can be, like sometimes you know those Bear spots that are worth the most silver are actually when you use smaller baits, like 15 size boilie and a single corn. And then you get the better bite rate. Maybe you're not getting trophies, but sometimes there's spots for like Coco that just do really good like that at Bear. But then other times it's just too slow. That is crazy, Zigga. Wow. Wish they had big monolines designed for shark. Yeah. I am about to buy the entrance to Norway. Wait, have you already done the trips, Kinder? You're saying you're about to open up unlimited travel to Norway, even though you're lower level? Is that what you're saying? Okay. I would get the Ocean Queen perking rod, and I think you can use your HSV for smaller fish. But if your HSV is the best reel you have, I would consider getting one of those like entrance beginner, like Norway beginner conventional reels, like the Taiga Sea or the Regal, because then I think you'll be able to farm even better with one of those. HSV, you're going to be, it's just going to slow you down a little bit, you know? That's what I would do. Is I would, first thing I would save for is a sort of a big entrance way conventional. That's 2 points. We've got 97.3. Does that make sense? I think that's what I would do. I'm not saying like that's the only option. I don't think you have to have a Vinga though. because from there you save for a much better conventional reel. Unless you just want to use a spinning reel. I guess if you want to have more flexibility with carp fishing and stuff, then yeah, save up for a Vinga or a Goliath, but I don't know. I agree with that, Bam. Regal or Taiga C, really good to pair with the Queen. What should I fish for? I'm level 22. I don't know. It depends on what spots are good. I would look at VK, see what's working good. Tunguska is hot, but for ultralight trout and grayling, is hot good for that? Regal for the price is insanely good. Wait. Failed Q. Do you think that the Regal is better than the Taiga C? And if so, why? Because, I mean, I that's how I feel about the Taiga C, but I don't want to recommend that to people if there's a reason why the Regal's actually better. They're pretty much the same price, or close to it, right? Oh yeah, I use the Taiga C all the time. I mean, I know it's good, I'm just curious what the thinking is with the Regals. $7 spotted wolffish. There you go. That's true. It does have 2 speeds. That's a good point. If you're using it to lock it up and try to get those mid-sized fish, that gives you a little bit more torque or whatever. That's a reasonable point. I like that. I like that. Tunguska at the camp spot. I made 600 silver per hour on the brown popper. That's great, Bossy. Yeah, obviously your locking strength is going to be limited by the rod you're using. Don't overdo the rod, for sure. I went with Regal because my rod is going to be around 74. Gotcha. Yeah, but you don't want to lock right at the max of the rod. That's how people break rods out here. You want to take a step below that, I would think. There you go, Ziga. Yeah, if you know you want to fish Norway a lot, and at this point, why would you not, right? Then I agree 100% with what Ziga just said, although I haven't used that reel myself. I would like to try it, because I hear good things. It's like a entrance way to the big fish, right? Isn't the Nordmaster is a boat rod though, right? You can't use that from the start, can you? Yeah. Well, I mean, by that point, you'll have made a good bit of silver, and you definitely have some other options. But yeah, I see what you're saying though. Yeah, that's interesting, Zess. I mean, that's a like. I don't know that I would say the same thing, but I haven't used the Regal. If I'm thinking about the Taiga C though, I don't know. The Vinga was awfully good out here too. Just that extra power helps. I don't know. It's interesting though. You make so much silver, having to repair the Vinga is not as big a deal as it used to be, I would say. Alright, it's 6 a.m. We can switch back to small stuff now. We'll see if we can get a lucky. And we've already gotten points twice during this happy hour. Let's see if we can get it one more time. Again, none of this is right or wrong, right? It's all a little subjective, but some good thoughts with all that, though. It's interesting. Oh, I gotcha. Wait, let me think. Ooh, nice sardine. trying to remember who was asking and what level do you have to be. So at least one person that was asking is level 22, right? You have to be 30 for Tunguska, but yeah, that's awesome. I love it. I mean, Tunguska is one of those maps where if you feel like it, you can kind of just live at that map. I mean, there's always something going on. I was even thinking about float fishing there today. I'm not going to, I don't think, but there's some good float fishing. You can always troll and figure out, like, okay, what's working? Do I need to stay down near the ultralight stuff, or do I need to troll in the deeper spots? At night, you can drift for catfish and burbot and other stuff. You can bottom fish for sturgeon, sterlet. You can spend days just walking the side creek, do ultralight fishing. Tunguska is amazing. I think more maps like Tunguska would be really cool. But I mean, it's just a great map. I like it so much better than Archie, but Archie was producing such good fishing that it was hard not to go Archie instead. But overall, as a map design, I just think Tunguska is much more interesting. All right, let me see what y'all are saying. Bam says, I was limited with silver, so I went for the Start, Halibut, and WTA Saltmaster. All around 8K setup. What is the Start Halibut? I need to see what that is. But you can only do 34 and 41 holes. Yeah, but I think that's fine. Like for your first 50% marine skill or whatever, if you only fished at 34 and 41, you're still catching a huge variety of fish and you're making so much silver. Can the Vinga 10 haul in huge fish at sea? Yes. Wait, huge? What do we mean by huge? I got third place on Safe Comp and I was the lowest level. Yeah, good point. I think Norway is a water body that made people analyze reels and rods for the best situation. Yeah, Norway has definitely increased a lot of that, I think. You're right. I wish they had an option of also paying repair, but gold to make it instant, which would be cheaper than doing it all by gold. I got around 12,000 silver in 3 days with halibut. Good job, Python. Way to experiment. Hope it goes well. All right, let me look up the halibut. I got to figure out what this is. I've probably looked at it before. I just don't remember. All right, conventional albacore. Oh, there's the halibut. Halibut 22S. All right, it's less than 4K. You got to be 24 to use it. It has 12.7 drag. What does my really cheap one have? 10 drag. So a little bit more than that. It's got 2 speeds. Decent spool size, a little bit on the smaller size of spool for conventional reels, but it's fine. Oh, and it's got a mech weight up to 40. Okay, that's where it's, now you're kind of shining a little bit, so you can go. That fish got away. You could go up to like, isn't there a 30 something? I feel like I've used like 36 or something. I don't know. At least until you had too much wear on it. Also, you have to check out that rod. How's that rod do? Let me see. Well, yeah, I've used 36. So for a while, you could use 36, right? Okay, that's interesting. That's cool. So the halibut's 39. that Narga I have is 2,000 less. And that's what I was trying to figure out. Are there enough advantages to make it better than just the Narga? Probably so. You've got 2 speeds. You've got enough of a difference in mech weight that it takes you up to another level of what you can do with it. It's probably worth it. It's very, very, in the big scheme of things, it's not much of a difference. The other issue, though, is like, would you rather just save a little longer and get the Regal? Again, it doesn't take that long to save that much silver, so just do both. It's no big deal. I don't know. That's cool. I like it. Canadian says, what reel do I need to haul in? 200k plus or 100k plus swords or tunas? Probably the Taiga C, whatever it's called. Low ratio is better when fighting bigger fish. $30-gram sardine. Was that the result from the test? First result. If low level, you can make money on sea just using a Tagara 6000 and Pilker. Saltmaster Offshore is 36k seat setup. So you might, to be on the safe side, you might set it up at what, 27, 28, something like that. I don't know. I mean, you could push it for a little while, but as soon as it starts getting some wear, you're in dangerous territory. Because with the fish you're going to be catching, you're going to be tempted to lock it all the time. I would buy a 1-hour ticket, run the boat to Lighthouse, and fish all net long for 100 silver. I've never tried fishing from there. Like, are you just throwing in a jigging rig or something? Like, is it a good enough bite rate to do that? Is that better than just going to the 34-meter hole and fishing there? That's an interesting idea, though. Low-level reels are all well and good, but how much hammer can the bearings take? I have no idea. I have no idea. Although I assume anything that needs to be repaired is going to be dirt cheap to repair because they're so cheap in the first place, right? $36 kilo, went for 36 fluoro, lost 2 liters. Fish rod is at 25%. We'll change it to mid boat rod. Yeah. I think you got to be careful. Like, I think that's, you know, that's why some people have been potentially like breaking rods and stuff. You just don't want to push it to the max if you're starting to get wear on it. Unless you just don't care about breaking it, but... The 04 is what caught you the spotted. Doesn't the boat help with the pilking? Not sure what the Lighthouse will do. Yeah, I just haven't tried it. You would cast foams like anywhere it cycles. Yeah, I don't know. The second spotted. Oh my goodness. My watch is, I think I had it further down. I was just like digging into my, or maybe I'm just getting a little big. like how you have the couch.
I wish I had it more angled, but you know, like it hurts me.
Well, the other thing we...
It's okay. It's just a little crooked.
Yeah. You got 2 trophies at Lighthouse? Yo, pal, Sculpin. Alright, how much time do we have left? 42. So we've got like... We've still got a good bit of time left. See if we can get another lucky skill up here. We're already at 97.3. It's crazy, like we've had them today. Yesterday we went through the whole happy hour and got 0% up. What's up, me panda? How's it going? I like the points that y'all are making, especially about the Regal. I mean, I have never once even considered using this Taiga C and locking it at its full mech weight. Like, that just seems like too much to me. So if I'm not doing that, why not do the Regal instead, which is still a higher mech weight than what I would use this kind of beginner conventional reel for, and it gives you the lower gear ratio to help in those like borderline situations. It's pretty interesting. What's up? Thanks for the follow, Blue Shark. Third Hallie, wow. Why not? Zigga says. I just haven't. I mean, I did it on catfish, right? Not that I fish for catfish very much, but I caught a couple of decent catfish on the Taiga Sea. I did it there. I guess because just my circumstance, I already had the Cardinal 2S before coming to Norway. So if I was going to do something sort of past that first tier, then I would have done it on the Cardinal before getting the bigger reel, you know? So I'm not saying you couldn't. I guess you could. It gives you that flexibility if you have the Taiga C. But if you're not going to do that, then there's some advantages to the Regal. I still love the Taiga C. I'm just saying I can see where both of them are good options. Ooh. That's a cool Yama reel. So where are you fishing today, Panda? Do you know? You going 34? You going 80? I'm going to 80 after this. Yo, what's up, Scotty? Just chilling at Norway. Hoping the Braves can beat the Cubs.
Challenge. Challenge accepted.
Yo, Hunter, thanks for the sub. 3 months. Very kind. I really appreciate it. That's exactly what I'm doing, Panda. Sounds like a good plan. Hey, 97.4. What a lucky happy hour. Yeah, thank you, Hunter. Yeah, we're getting there. We got a collection going. I didn't even realize it until I looked down and saw that not just the one from today, but multiples over here. Send you some marine skill points. You were in that spot where you haven't unlocked Paternoster yet. That was kind of a rough section of time. There's a new real Commander 60S 14.5 drag, which is the same as the Alpha Narga 4.81 and saltwater resistance. Oh, I see, Zega. So you have the Taiga C, is that what you're saying? And you do lock it nonstop? How's it holding up? It seems like a very sturdy reel to me. I mean, I've used it a good bit out here, and out of all of my reels, like, I rarely even have to check it. It's just sturdy. Gigantic Shad is next. Is that right? You get Gigantic Shad? No, that can't be right. You're somewhere in here, right? Yeah, bottom rig and light boat rods. Yeah, and that's where your decision comes in, because light boat rod is required for the Paternoster. So when you unlock Paternoster, are you going to get a light boat rod, or are you going to skip light boat rod and just stay with the other rig types? So Scotty, you had a rig. That's weird. I mean, I will say, I don't know that this is what's happening to you, but I've been catching spinies up at the top of the water today. Which, it's not that that's never happened, but feels like it's kind of happening more right now. I don't know if that's the answer, but yeah, that's kind of how I feel, Ziga. I don't know that I agree with that, Royal, but just for me at least, I don't know. It was just a much more enjoyable and I feel like faster leveling experience using Paternoster on small fish, but I don't know. I did, you know, that's the way I did it. I didn't experience the other way, so it just may be biased because that's how I experienced what I did. By the way, did we ever get a Sori that's big enough? No, we just haven't caught that many either. So I think we have the Pollock order. Yes. I think we have the Haddock order. Let me make sure on Haddock. Yes. Barely. And do we have sardine? We should. Oh yeah, we've got sardine easy. We don't have a hake yet, right? I think we caught one very small hake. So we've got 3 orders, and they all have pretty decent amount of time left. Although it is tempting to go just turn them in, so we don't have to worry about it. Because one of them has 60 hours, so... Or it had 60 hours when I took the screenshot. I think the Sensi rod is still a Pilker rod, if I'm not mistaken. But that will help. And if you've gone the Sensi route, then that does kind of... Maybe it's worth not... Because that'll help you get drop shot unlocked 5% faster, right? And drop shot is probably, you know, significantly superior to Paternoster for small fish to level up faster. So if you've gone Sensi, then it might be better to just skip the light boat rods. I don't know. At least in my mind, that was kind of the choice. Do I want to go Sensi to get there faster, or do I want to go light boat rod so I can do Paternoster? But I still use that light boat rod all the time. And it's so nice having it because certain rig types are only available on boat rods. But eventually, I'm going to hit 100%, and then all 3 of the rods that I use out here will be boat rods. Unless I'm like, I might have a small fish setup that's on a Pilker rod, but... Bite rate seems crazy everywhere today. Maybe it's the, like, perfect temp out here or something. It's like 7-8 degrees Celsius high. It depends on it all. I mean, Royal. It all depends on what line and leader you're trying to use with it. I mean, you almost have to use like catfish rods if you're gonna if you're wanting to be able to lock it at mech weight, right? No, right now I'm in 34. I'm almost finished with happy hour in the 34 hole. And we have caught 55 fish. No, that's not true. We've caught probably 70 fish, but we've had 55 keepers in 55 minutes. So we've kept an average of 1 fish per minute, even with the overnight where we switched to jigging at the bottom. Well, I mean, if you're just going to use it as a regular reel, you know, it's got 15.4 drag. So, you know, if you're going to put it at 28 kilos or something and forget about its mech weight, then you've got lots of options. But if you're trying to set up a situation where you might use the mech weight and lock it, kind of like we do at Norway, then you're going to have to look at the, like, catfish rods, right? So that would be, I have a couple of them. Like, doesn't Legend have one? Ultima. They're not necessarily the best trolling rods, but it's fine, I guess. Oh yeah, Barracuda goes up to 95 kilos, so that gives you some room. The Rocket, the Zyman Rocket goes up to 89, so that gives you some room. And then the Ultima goes up to the highest, but that's a lot of silver to spend. You were thinking about trying the 58 strip. Wait, what's 58 strip? What's up, Laza? Oh, I see what you're saying. 58 strip above the 41. Oh, okay, gotcha. Gotcha. All right, what are we at here? 57 minutes. All right, Scotty's using the Saltmaster 38 kilo rod with Seagull 30 with 34 mech weight. Nice. Seagull 30. I don't think it'll survive till medium boat rod and Taiga LTD. You don't think it will? You think you're going to have to buy something before that? Ocean Queen and Rigel. I mean, if that improves your quality of life, if that's more fun, if you feel like you can push it in some spots a little bit more, maybe. I mean, that's... What is that, like a week and a half of doing pretty regular fishing every day kind of thing? Something like that. What's up, Okro? Talking about feeding the line? What do you mean, Canadian? Yeah, it's always weird. Like, for a lot of the time since the map came out, cod weren't quite as... You could, I mean, you just didn't see them as much, right? But then they got buffed, and it's like they're more present. So since that happened, I don't know. Maybe they're going to always be at the 34 and 41, or at least chance of them. All right, I'll be right back. I'm actually going to go back, turn in a couple of cafe orders, and then we're going to come back out to 80, I think. Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah. Yeah, there's less flexibility in the game compared to real life on what these rods and reels can be used for. I mean, I think that's just like a video game thing, right? Yeah, I guess it depends on what server you're on, Okra. There was not a Hallie hanging at my dock. We did not even get one of those stories. Okay, so if you're fishing 80, remember that there's a nice wolffish order here that'll be up for a while. Look at this mackerel order that just popped too. 143 silver. We still have the haddock order. It's 233. 323. Oh my goodness. That is 400 silver from just cafe orders. So we did 926 silver in an hour at the 34 meter hole. Okay. Welcome to Norway, they said. I really wish you could sort these by weight. It's fine when you don't have too many of them, but like, it's just kind of annoying. Oh, you got it today? So maybe it comes out later. Don't they reset like at server time at when will the submarine come to Norway? I have no idea. It has not, it's not even in the game yet. Like, that was just development diary, developer's diary, that where they talked about that. So when and if they decide to put it in at some future update. But I don't know when. I have no idea. You got an insane spooler on at 34? I bet it'll be up there later today, Okra. I bet once it's tonight, I bet you'll be able to see it. I forgot to sell the fish. But that's fine. We really want to do it for cafe. Yeah. I hear you, Scotty. So what difference is the Rigel gonna make though? If you're using the Ocean Queen. Let me think about this. If you're using the Ocean Queen, I guess you could do 60, couldn't you? Yeah, I guess that might make a difference. Yeah, might make a difference. You could actually do 60, and it's going to be risky at times, but you could start practicing with locking and trying to wear out the fish or overpower them sometimes. Yeah. Probably worth it. Yeah, probably the Lurker 100. Yeah, Dantes, I would do the Rigel or the Taiga Sea if this is like your, you know, entranceway beginner setup for Norway. $13-kilo poor beagle, huh? Yeah, so what's the problem with that? Is it the test blue crabs? 63-kilo Poseidon. See, I never got the Sensei, so I never used it. But I think what I've heard is that the test is somewhat limiting, right? I think that's what people have said. It does let you get 5%, but yeah. Wait, what are you saying, Zigga? You're not saying trophies, are you? You're just saying that's what you've caught in 1 minute? Okay, I got you. On drop at 72 meter? That's awesome. That's a good idea. Go to the Bond 70 size instead of the Lurker 100. Still catch a lot of good fish, but maybe avoid some of the bigger ones. You caught a lot of wolffish today from location in Discord. Isn't that the 80 meter? There's so many good fish being caught at the 80 meter today. We'll see how it goes. I was trying to see if people are like still over that on that western side. No, it looks like people are all over now. More like heading right at the numbers basically. Who's the CN community? Is that Chinese community? The Regal Poseidon 88. What size line and leader are they using, Zess? Oh, near to 41. I gotcha. Oh, I didn't know about that. Okay, that's cool. I don't know the Poseidon 88. Is that a boat ride? That's got to be a boat ride, right? So I have the Poseidon 80. I need to see what the Poseidon 88 is. Are you saying they're using Regals like going for big fish? Alright, so what are you saying? 82 line, 55 leader. Why are they doing that? Well, I mean, trying to see what the advantage is. It's just a cheap way to get almost 60 kilos of strength. Is that? Is 55 the? Is that the strongest fluorocarbon you can do? Alright, there's wolffish number 1. Yeah, so yeah, you could do 62 line. Ooh. Okay, so that Poseidon gives stats. Marine, Pilker, Fillet, Marine Rig. Yeah, and I don't remember what the line breakdowns are, but I mean, you'd probably want to use, 59 or 60 or whatever. Or right at 55 or whatever. $60, yeah. So when you use it, Bomar, I guess it depends on the test. I was going to ask, like, are you going for big fish with it? But I mean, you probably can't go too big because of the test, right? Oh, so even as the wine wears out, it still has plenty of strength? Would that be the thinking? Because your leader is keeping you from that being a problem, right? The leader's going to break. The line's not going to. Yeah, that may be the thinking, actually. You can use that line for longer before the wear on it becomes an issue. Yeah, we'd have to look at the lengths. Like, when is it advantageous to get 600 versus 1200 meter line? I've also heard people say that 1200 meter line or whatever, the bigger ones, wear out faster. I mean, wear out slower. Sorry. I don't know if that's true either. But there's all kinds of ways that maybe you're trying to min-max the silver, basically. The dangerous part of that is like, and this is what I would be like just so worried about, is if you ever put the wrong leader on and your line is set up incorrectly, then that one mistake of putting the wrong leader on could cause your whole reel to snap. Do you know what I mean? Or your rod or whatever, however you have it set up. Hey.
Yep.
Olson?
Yep. He ran.
Is he... What's his number now? Because he had one yesterday in the loss.
Is it raining there again? I'm trying to think of weather. Like 68 degrees.
I'm like, how far behind Otani is he now? Whew. 3 spinies in 5 minutes. Pill pack should be coming next day or two.
Sure. Ooh, ooh.
if you use line that's got like 10% wear and you turn that into a leader, does the leader start off with 10% wear? Yeah, I almost want to get that combination myself just to try it. But so 57 meters is fairly significant. Oh, wow, Scotty. Never mind.
What?
I thought a women's tournament had come on.
Oh, because this is going to. This should be on CBS.
I know, that's what I figured, like, to switch over to CBS.
CBS. CBS.
10,000 XP just for like a little bitty wolffish. It's pretty good. Oh, nice, Scotty. Way to hang in there. Very nice. Good silver. Wow, that's great. Yeah, that's not a super common fish, and you caught it at a good size, so I guess that's not too surprising, but a lot of wolffish down here at night for sure. I would love to catch some healthy spinies down here. Small whiting. There's a trophy shorthorn. Wow. 6 black ruffs in an hour? I6. Man, that's amazing. Uh. Oh, there you go. The Barracuda. Yeah, that was always one of the, I think one of the preferred catfish reels, or rods. Uh, nice. Trophy Siberian Dace. Great. Gotta get points in spin fishing. Are you gonna be trolling or what? This is taking a while to get a bite. That's weird. I just thought about that. Like, what's going on here? There we go. Just changed it from strong perking to regular perking, although we did get a small fish. Oh, spinning at Belaya. Yes, Taiga C30 is a good first reel C. Reel C reel is what I'm trying to say. Now you're using the Tagara. Okay, that's a little tougher. You're not gonna notice, like, I mean, I don't know. I guess it's fine. It's almost like a lateral move, right? I would do size 24 hook with flies or pearl barley or whatever to catch bleak if they're active at that pond. 11.6. Trophy's 11, right? I don't think that's even the largest haddock I've caught, though. Let's see. Yeah, I had a blue tag. That's right. Okay, well, that's interesting. That's interesting. Yeah, that's what I would do. Bleak or frog in the pond. Good silver, fun. They don't nibble forever. All right. I'll be right back. That's not the first trophy haddock caught here today, right? Like, I think I saw somebody on VK caught a trophy haddock in this spot today. Sending one your way. That was on the blue one. Imagine catching 150-gram mackerel on this setup. Be fun. Float fishing for Tunguska sardines. Nice. Nice little pollock.
That's funny, this is delayed like 30 seconds from downstairs.
Yeah. You know the future?
No, I had just seen that
I
downstairs
know.
when I came out. That's all I saw.
Yo, Laza, that's a big haddock too. The haddocks are coming in. What's up, NTK? Ultralight at Tunguska? That sounds fun. Look at all the haddocks that have been caught in the last, like, 2 minutes. It's crazy. That's right around cafe order size. Might be just underneath, though. I'm not sure. It's a nice fish. Take that for sure. Fishing's actually been really good. We made, with cafes, we made just under 1,000 silver in the first hour at 34. And then since moving here, obviously it's a lot slower, but we've got some decent fish, including a trophy haddock. So it's been good. 8.249. Oh my goodness. Streamer luck. Yep, been really good. And I probably won't be on forever for that long today anyway, so it's nice to have some good fishing in a short amount of time. Yeah, that order just popped up, didn't it? Because it wasn't there when we first started. Let's see, Friday was the 4th, right? So August 4th. So many wolffish. Wow. I guess we're still on the 80 technically. We'll stay here. See how the next cast goes. Yesterday you spent basically 3 hours at 41 for 93 fish and 1,200 silver. That is great. What's up, Gary? How's it going? Sounds good. Oh, that's cool, Scotty. Bought some random stuff and threw it in the water. Fly fishing will be added. The equipment can be bought in the stores. Wow, you have a lot of reels. When do you think fly fishing will be added, Javon? When you put on the Borealic out of Sawatone? Yeah. You think it'll be at the new year? Interesting. You're playing 2K13 or 23? With my bro, have to say worst golf game ever? '23. Okay. Yeah, I really like I like EA's golf game. I've had a lot of fun with career mode on that. But a lot of that's because you can play at the Masters. So cool. Oh, nice, Scotty. You fly fish in real life, my dog? That's cool. You're 14?
Did you hear the doorbell? It's just a Walmart order.
So many wolffish here. All right, let's try the. Let's try this a little bit. You've got 4 rainbows in the freezer right now. That lure definitely drops faster. I like that. It does tend to catch cusk pretty frequently, though. So at night, I mean, we could have wolffish, but we may end up with a little bit higher percentage of cusk. We'll see. Is that right, Bowmore? I don't really like salmon, actually. I don't know. I think it's just like, for some reason, that salmon taste doesn't do it for me. But I do eat other fish a good bit, so I don't know what it is. I'm not sure if I've ever tried rainbow trout. I probably have at some point. I'm not sure. The setup I was using was from... What's up, Twitch Prime? I can't remember now. But it was the 1, 2, and the blue. Squid-wise, 1, 2, and blue. And then the top of it was pretty regular. Actually, somebody in chat told me to use that, actually. It wasn't... I don't know where it was from. It was the Hunter 1000 plus the 1, 2, and blue squid. Oh, man. That was a waste of a halibut. But the haddock came on the blue one, the 04. Tuna with mayonnaise. Not too sure about that. In real life, I like to bass fish. I mean, that's what I get to do the most often that I enjoy, so. What have we got here, chat? Halibut. It's a halibut. Slightly bigger than the 6 kilos that the last halibut was. You know, this lure is almost dead anyway. It's not the most end of the world thing if it snaps it, but guess we'd rather not. You don't have bass in Sweden? Yeah. I agree, Twitch Prime. Somewhere north of 6 kilos, I agree with that. No bass in Canada, huh? That must be like a passport issue, or I don't know. Because we sure got them south of there. Yeah, actually, I wonder what the most northern state is in the U.S. where bass fishing is actually a big thing, big deal. I mean, the best bass fishing is in it's probably Florida, but they've also, like, at this point, there's places all over the southeast where they've stocked or facilitated really big bass, you know, but I don't know. I don't know, Sikorsky. That has not been my experience, but that's an interesting theory. I mean, we have been doing this every day for the past month, basically. Pretty much killing it every day, so I don't know. You gonna go carp fish for a little bit, Scotty? In Sweden, we mostly fish perch. Oh, yeah, yeah. Yeah, I'm sure that's what it is. I've got VIP on my account. Gravy! Long time no see. How are you doing? I mean, I do think you can fish out a spot. So if you're ever fishing the same spot hour after hour, yeah, you definitely can fish out a spot, and you need to rotate spots, but I think that's about it. I'm doing good, Gravy. A little busier, back at work some, but doing good. Where to farm fast XP for bottom fishing? I mean, I just would check VK, see what spots are popping off, but I mean, carp is pretty good XP if it's a good spotted amber, pretty consistent. Just kind of depends. Sometimes tuba's got good bottom spots that are probably worthwhile. Yeah, I don't know, Savorsky. I mean, other than just mix it up. What level are you? I mean, I've been so much. I mean, we've tried to like go back and fish other maps at least a couple times a week, but I have spent a ton of time at Norway. So, I mean, that has colored my experience over this past month pretty dramatically. And I think if you're watching people fish Norway and the kind of silver that you can make at Norway at this point, and you're not doing that, it's certainly gonna feel like it's almost like a different game, the level of silver and XP you're getting here versus other maps right now. You're trying to catch mosquito trophies, so you're like at the very first map comparing to other maps maybe. I don't know. Amber is decent XP, but the silver is nerfed. I don't know about that. I've seen some really high silver amounts at Amber lately. It's just tough because it's like, if you get used to Norway silver, that is so much higher than anywhere else. All right, let's see what size this halibut is. Is it 50 or less than 50? Might be more like 30. It's a weird one. Okay. It's not bad. No, not yet. You're in the middle of Sweden, my dog, so you don't have grayling. Most of the trout north like to fish brown trout, brook trout, and grayling. That's cool. That's cool. No, I'm not 100% yet. I'm working on it, though. We're at 97.4. Alright, so that's a decent halibut. Especially as everything starts to get worn. Like, we're at 11% on this. But I don't want to go to too much. Like, we're already 5.8 on the blank, so we got to be careful on switching to leaders that aren't worn. Let's see, what are these, like 5% wear? Oh, that's 8% wear. We could probably do that and still be okay. We just want to be careful not to snap the rod. Yeah, there's been eyed spots lately at Mosquito, right? And it wasn't that long ago that people were doing perch. I don't know. Well, you accidentally went to the wrong. That's funny, Zess. I don't know. I don't know. I haven't fished it. You know, it's so hard. Like, I go to Amber right now. I mean, I think it just depends on like what your goal is at the moment. But if you're trying to save aggressively for something, you go to Amber and you have like a really good session, right? And you get like 420 silver for an hour and 15 minutes or something. It's like, well, that's like the worst hour imaginable at Norway, right? So it's just tough. But if you're not saving aggressively for something and you're just able to sit back and enjoy fishing, carp fishing in amber has been a blast lately, right? Is that right, Ziga? Well, I guess it wasn't, wasn't that long ago, a week or two, when all the rares were coming out pretty aggressively. That certainly bumps the silver up a little while. Yeah, that's tough. 2 weeks ago? Yeah. That is tough. And I mean, what you're doing is, if that's fun for you, Sikorsky, that's great. Just make sure whatever you're doing is fun for you. Not a lot of people do what you're doing right now because, most of us will wait until we hear that there's a good spot, right? And then go test it and maybe make adjustments or whatever. But to actually try to find spots, yeah, that's going to slow you way down. But if you enjoy it, it's good. We do need some people doing that, obviously. Come on. I don't know. Depends on how you look at it. I mean, I've always, there was somebody that played this game probably like 2 years ago, and they kind of did that. They were a streamer, but they kind of did that where they were like, I don't want to know any spots. Like, I don't want to know anything about the meta or spots or what other people think, But, like, if I was going, let's say I was traveling to another state or another area and wanted to go get a good fishing spot, like, I'm going to talk to the locals, right? Like, I'm going to say, like, yeah, what's working this year? Like, where should I head? Like, you might even get somebody to show you something. Like, I don't know if it's necessarily that unrealistic. Just depends on how you look at it, I think. Now, maybe what is realistic for you is you go to a water body that you're allowed to fish at and you don't get any advice. And you just walk up and you say, okay, that looks like that would be a good spot. I'm going to try this. I don't know. $17 kilo Halley? Yeah. Wait, are you talking about in real life, my dog? You're going on a real life fishing trip for $1,400 to fish 5 days in Norway? That actually sounds amazing. Amber 83 is still doing rare carp giveaway. That's cool. That's good. Glad to hear it. This could be a cusk, right? It's way too small to be a halibut. Oh, little porbeagle. Okay. Where are we? That was on the lure, the 600 number 3. This thing's about to like 80% wear. It's about to just fall apart. Camp Stein Fjord. That's cool. Baiku says, hi, can you make balsas? Welcome to the stream, Baiku. Actually, I can make balsas, but I don't have any points in lure making, so the quality is going to be really bad. So you probably don't want to send me stuff to make you balsas, because if you find somebody that's got points in lure making, the quality of the lures are just going to be a lot higher. One thing, if you keep chasing hot spots, you don't really learn anything. You just remember hot spots, you don't recognize them. Yeah, that's true, Bomar. Well, I don't know if you've used these types of lures yet, Sikorsky, but these actually wear out really fast. Like, really fast. Not quite as fast as like a soft bait lure, but almost. It's pretty fast. Eels or tench, you can recognize spots? Yeah. Use it as a souvenir? Nah, it'll probably, like, it wears so fast that I'll probably forget. I'll be using it and it'll just break. I do need to throw it away so that I don't lose a good fish because I forgot to take the lure off. They catch really good fish. On average, they catch big fish, but they wear out fast and they're expensive. It's at least 200 to 300 silver per lure, and then they wear out pretty fast too. Perch ground bait recipe? Not that I know of. I've never seen a perch ground bait recipe. I mean, I think we've talked about this before, but if you were trying to make one, you'd probably put worm stuff on there, I'm guessing. Because at least at Mosquito or that kind of place, they often will be going for night crawlers or worms or whatever. But they're such little predator fish. I don't really know that it's that much about ground bait with those. It's just more about either using the right bait or just using a good spin setup that's going to catch them. The red maggot. There's a new cafe order popping up. Oh, that'd be cool, Zess. That'd be really cool. If there was, other than just the weather, wind, that kind of thing, if there was some other, like, feedback loop to give you ideas of where the hot spots might be, that could be really cool. Small redfish. Yeah, no thank you. In Sweden, we can't drive until we're 18. Interesting. Yeah, it's 16 for 15 permit, 16 license here. Welcome back, Casavir. How's the raid? Good, clean raid. That's good. You can drive when you're 14 in Canada? Interesting. Texas Longhorn. $16 permit, 18 license. 14 learners, 16 license. Gotcha. What are you asking me, Texas Longhorn? Float from 85 to 100. What would you recommend? I mean, surely that just like greatly depends on what you're fishing for, where you're fishing, that kind of thing, right? I do think that is a common area, though, a common depth between 80 or 75 and 100 meters. Sorry, centimeters. That is like a depth that we often float fish at. What's up, Captain Slovenia? Balkan alcohol, since you can drink, driver's license is 18. Yeah, I know what a moped is. How does hook size impact trophies? I mean, hook size is one of many factors. Okay, to me, this game is all about this. This is how I think of this game. Obviously, I'm not a game developer, so who knows if I'm right. And I have nothing to do with developing this game either. But I think of it as like there's all these different things that are in our control. The equipment we're using, the hook size we've got on there, the bait we're using, the location, the depth. All these things are in our control, right? How many skill points we have, whatever. A lot of things. All we're trying to do is all of these factors that are in our control, we're trying to move that random number generator into as much of a favorable position as we can. And that's all we can do. But it still is a random number generator. We might have like moved the numbers in a favorable direction for us, but at some point a die is going to be rolled and it's going to go in our favor or not. So you do what you can do, you control what you can control, and then you just sit back and enjoy it. There's a little bit of there's a lot of randomness to it, some chaos and all that. Oh, I got you, Texas Longhorn. I have no idea. I'm not even 100% on float fishing myself. I don't know what I am. I'll check, but it's another wolffish. I am 96.7 float fish. So at least you can use sandwich bait. Probably using sandwich bait, real fast bite rate, but I'm not sure. I don't know. You really like float fishing, tellies fishing? That's cool. Why are you gonna... Are you talking about how many points I have? Is that how many points I have right now? Points are overrated. You don't need to spend your points. Just save them like I do. That way you can't make lures. Yeah, some people definitely have better strategies than others. Some people know how to move those, move the numbers in their favor and set themselves up to have a more lucky hour than someone else. Trophy perch. Yeah. Well, remember, you're not only supposed to match the hook size with the fish, but you're also supposed to match the hook size with the bait you're using. We can drive mopeds, a car that can't go faster than 35. When we get 15 and permit at 14, 9 months, I get my permit next month. Oh, nice. You're poor again? Probably. I just haven't fished anywhere else yet today. Or at all today. Hey, it's a whiting. Where are we? Okay, we can go here again. You already have a moped? Fishing's been pretty good. Yeah, fishing's been pretty good. Start off at 34. I think we hit 5 or 6 cafe orders. 4 or 5 cafe orders. And then we've just been kind of doing some stuff at 80 since then. I'm actually going to wrap it up soon, I think. We'll go sell fish and call it for today. Joined a bit too late. Well, I'm also just definitely wanting to relax a little bit late this afternoon because I'm, back to work in the morning. So we are right on the edge. Starting to get a little deeper. How far down does it go right here? 97. See if we can't get a bite right off the edge here. There's nothing showing on the sonar though. Well, now it's 105. Oh, I guess we're... okay. All right, hope you sleep well. Thanks for hanging out. Congrats on level 18, Carbine. This might not be a good place to fish. Usually right off these edges we still catch fish, but it's not seeming like it. Well, thanks for hanging out. That's funny. Domus, thanks for the follow.